Hello everyone. Welcome to the Unscripted Pause. It's been a few days since I recorded, so I'm glad to be back, for the couple people that watch. Yay! Um,
Hey,
so I have another sister with me today. I'll be so tickled about having my sisters on. Have another sister with me today. This is Millicent.
hello, everyone.
Now, so this is my sister Millicent. And she agreed to come on today. Oh, Millicent, you know what I want to ask you about? So I called Millicent the other day and asked her if she would come on, if I could, record a conversation with her. And so, Mil, you were like, me?
Yeah.
So, like, why did you think that? Like, why wouldn't you think I'd like want to come on and chat with you? Why'd you think that?
Because it's me.
But what does that mean?
Um, I live a nice life. I live a good life.
Yeah.
It's not an entertaining life, at least not the parts that I want to talk about. I've had my times in the past where I was a little wild, a little crazy.
You were wild. You don't even need to put little before it. You were wild. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was. I remember Bishop Jordan asking me one day as I was going around for offering, he said, Millicent, what are you doing? I said, everything I think I'm big enough and bad enough to do.
Oh
He
Lord.
said, at least you're being honest. He said, at least come to church. I said, well, come to church, you know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
look, wait, even before you go on, like, first of all, poor Bishop Jordan. And second of all, you you will always be honest. You will
He,
always just tell it. You will always just tell it like it is. And even though you went through a little wild phase, you still were going to church. I'll give you that.
yeah,
I will
thank
give
you.
you that. I will give you that.
Thank you.
Mhm, mhm.
Well, I had my crazy moments of not knowing. No, I did. I knew who I was, but I think I was trying to look for somebody else.
Oh, okay. Mm-mm.
But there
Nope,
isn't.
nope, 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 nope. You can't drop that and then think we're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to make sure that I'm fully taking in what you just said.
Okay.
You say you think you were trying to find yourself, well, but you think you found yourself, but you wanted it to be somebody else. Is that what I'm like taking in?
Yeah.
Girl, ma'am. That for okay, a little bit that makes me want to chuckle. Okay, but it's not funny. And but more so than like that makes me super sad. Like you didn't want to be who you were?
No, I didn't.
Why do you think that was? Oh, I didn't turn this into a whole counseling session. Why do you think that was? Say more about that.
Um, my marriage was over,
Hmm.
and before, when my kids were little, I could wrap myself up in them and do for them,
Yeah,
you know. But then my kids grew up. And it's like there are no little babies anymore to pile up in my car and take to the park,
right,
take them lunch and all that. No more. I don't have a husband. I don't have it was like I didn't have children. I had children,
right,
but
right.
they were
But they
grown.
were grown. And they
And
didn't need you like they had needed you
right
when they were young,
before,
right?
you
Right. Because
know,
you did your job, so they grew up
yeah,
and there wasn't a need to depend on you like there had.
right.
And today
And
it was just you.
I felt I felt lost. I felt lost.
Mm,
Didn't know what to do, and looking in, looking for love in all the wrong places.
yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, it was unfortunately it was just at the time I didn't look at it as being sad. I'm just looking at it as going from one adventure trying to,
Mm,
and you know, the little point, there was one little point in my life when I was going to this one club, and the owner, he really liked me. Not, I don't mean love me, he liked me.
yeah. Uh-huh.
And he just let me do whatever I wanted to do. And that made me feel kind of important.
Did it make
You
you, I
know,
mean, you're saying it made you feel important, but was there like, did it make you feel, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but did it make you feel special? I mean, I guess saying it made you feel important is saying it made you feel special. But I'm trying to dig into this because you're saying that it made you feel important. And then I'm hearing like, okay, you're divorced. Well, I'm not, were you divorced yet? Okay. Well, that's a whole nother thing. You were separated from your husband, your kids were grown. So now it's just you. You're trying to figure out your way. You're also where you fall in terms of siblings. Like you're not like you're under Gwen, the oldest of mom's kids. So
mom
you're
kid.
right under Gwen, which has its own stuff that goes along
Yeah,
with that. And
it
then
does.
here you are going to this club where, oh, you know what else I want to add? And you can tell me like Diane, you were way off base. That is not true. But I also think about it in terms of like not just your birth order in the family, but thinking about at church even like I mean maybe at that time you were going to Bishop Jordan's church, but I also think like there's this whole kind of, I'm saying heaviness around growing up in Brittenell. And then you have all the other Smith cousins that are there as well. But now you're older, you're at this place, you're at this club, he lets you do whatever, and now you feel
I
it's
feel like,
Melissa's time. I
you
feel
know,
important.
I won't, I don't know if it's important, but I feel special.
It is
Because I
special.
could pay when I want to. If I want to pay next month on my bill, and he would call me up and he would call me to come in because, I love to dance.
Uh-huh.
And he would call me up and say, "Hey, where are you?" I said, "I'm coming." He's like, "You gotta get here because nobody's on the dance floor." You know, and
Wait, first of all, I think it's something funny that this club owner has your phone number and he's calling you to say, girl, look how old I went. Like I went to the old hang up phone, pick up phone.
yeah,
Girl,
see,
get down here. We need you to get out on this dance floor. We need people out dancing. You need to come get people moving. I kind of love that. Okay, I don't kind of love that. I totally love that. And there's a part of me that feels like, oh, I shouldn't love that. I feel like I shouldn't love that, but I kind of love that for you. I kind of
at
love
that
that
moment, I
you,
loved it,
yeah. And
because there was this one time he had hired this new bouncer, there's a few of them there. He
yeah,
hired this new one, and they were having some kind of entertainment there. So there was a charge at the door.
Mm-hmm.
And
Gosh.
so there was a long line going around
Oh
outside.
my gosh.
And I ain't standing in no line. I'm just going around.
I
I
knew.
going in.
I knew this was coming.
And the guy says to me, "No, you can't do this. You can't do that. You got to go to the end of the line."
See, he ain't know. He
I,
ain't know yet.
no,
He's
he
new.
ain't
He
know.
ain't know yet.
And I said, "No, I don't." He said, "Yes, you do." I said, "What word didn't you understand?"
Oh Lord.
I said, "No, I don't." Then I looked at the other guys that
Oh,
knew me. I said, "Get Cliff." And they got Cliff and they brought him over and he said to the guy, "Look at her good. Look at her."
learn this face.
Yeah. He said, "You don't charge her. You don't tell her she has to wait. You don't do any of that to her.
Oh my
So you
gosh.
understand?" Now I looked at him and said, "I told you." Yeah.
I mean, look, there's something about feeling special, right? And if someone
Yeah.
can make you feel that, that's like pretty. You feel and like in the whole
Well,
thing around like, oh, I don't
first
think
of
you
all,
like I
I
don't think you know who I am.
I never felt pretty and I never felt special before. I didn't.
Okay. And it bothers me. And clearly, I'm your sister. I've heard you say the whole thing about not feeling pretty before. So that isn't new to me. It probably is new to anybody else that watches. But I'm always so, I don't know, dumbfounded when you say you never felt pretty when first, so there's the whole like, okay. So there's the whole, please, you're one of Betty's girls. Please, ma'am. And so there's that piece that I get, and I feel like you look like all of, like, do you think your sisters are pretty?
Yes.
We look alike. This is what I can never get my head wrapped around is that yeah, we look alike.
Yeah, but with me there was just something there was a little something missing.
Oh,
Then
and
of course
and I
you
and look, and I'm not trying to minimize what you're feeling. I'm not at all. I don't want to do that because what you feel is what you feel, and that's real,
right.
right? But as somebody, not you, looking and maybe I don't know, maybe it's also because I'm your sister, so I'm clearly very biased. But I'm just like, like why did you feel that way?
It it wasn't until like I will give my children credit because there was one point in my life that I felt basically like I wasn't worth anything.
Mm.
And I
Oh,
had got
Mel.
this dress because my sister Marilyn took me out to the store. You want to get a new dress?
Mhm.
And I said,
Such a
okay,
mom move, by the way.
yes. And we went out, and I got this jean dress that zipped all the way up and all the way down. It
Uh-huh.
it was it was real, and it was form fitting. It was cute.
Uh-huh.
And so I remember I tried it on, and my children looked at me because by this time my kids were getting older,
Yeah.
and I wanted their opinion, and they said, "You look fantastic." And I went,
I love
"Really?"
that. I love that.
Yeah. And it's because of them that it's like, oh, oh, okay,
Oh, Mel.
okay. And there's another time I was at Trenton. I don't know why I was there. I wasn't going there at the time. Oh, I don't know. I wasn't. But this guy came up to me. I mean, we all know him, but I'm not going to mention his
Please.
name.
Oh
But
yeah, please. I do try very hard not to mention names. You done already said
yeah,
Bishop Jordan, but that's okay.
yeah. And he said to me, "Can I say something to you about you getting upset with me?" I said, "Go for it." I'm just one of those people. You got something to say, just say it.
Just say it. Yeah.
And he said, You're built like a brick house." I said, "Well, how am I gonna get upset over that
Well, because he probably thought it was inappropriate to be saying to you. And
at church?"
it probably was.
But I took it as a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I wish this wasn't a thing. Um, but this idea of, and I wish this wasn't a thing because it goes back to you're feeling special, that club owner who made you feel special, and you're saying like you didn't think you were missing something, like you didn't have, like missing something. But it goes back to this idea of like we look for like validation from other people, like looking for
And
validation
we
from
do
other
look for
people.
that. It's and really looking for validation from somebody else isn't it just it's it's good, but it's not.
It's not.
Because
It makes you feel
you
good in
gotta
that
find
moment.
it on your own for yourself.
Right, right. Because him saying like you are built like a brick house, like I know I'd be like, you stop it, go on, I don't be mad at that. Right? You pay me a compliment, I'm like cheesing. I want to hear it. I'm here for it. Give me all the
Yeah.
compliments. I love it. But yeah, it's like, yeah, but it's like, why? But okay, so here's like, do you find that at your age now, I won't say how old you are, but at your age now, do you still find that you need validation from other people?
No, not really.
Oh, then there's still hope for me. I still need some validation. I still need external validation. I do.
No, I don't I don't feel that way anymore. You know, my
Yeah,
life has changed a little and I got back in church with God and things just sort of changed for the better for me.
yeah.
And now I don't need the validation. And I've had people say to me, "But don't you want to get married again? Don't you want?" I said, "For what?"
I love how you're saying people. Don't you want to get married again?
Yeah. No, I don't.
No, you don't. Okay, hold on. What kind of Coke are you drinking? What can is this?
Orange cream Coca-Cola.
Huh? I never seen that.
It's good.
Mm-mm.
It
Mm-mm.
is
I
good.
can't, girl, I can't get into no new. I drink Coke Zero. Wish I didn't drink that, but love the Coke Zero so much.
And
Yeah,
this is
I
Coke
can't.
Zero.
Mm-mm.
This is Zero Coke too.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
an orange cream in the Coke Zero.
Uh-huh.
I'm not looking for
Don't know how they did it, but it's
Mm-mm.
good.
I'm not looking. I don't think I would. I don't think that would get me. Not orange, but I bet it is good. But I don't think I need to buy it.
I remember being that I used to love orange soda,
Yeah. See,
it
I'm
was
not a. I never was a big orange soda fan.
pop, and then when we were young and the ice cream man would come, there were these orange soda cream
Oh,
bars.
those bar. Yeah. Those are
Those were
good.
so good. And it tastes like that.
Yeah. Did you? Okay. We are so off track now. And did you hear me say? Did I say soda?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I done been down south too long. Oh Lord, I said soda. I really said soda. Ew, that kind of irks me. That
Yeah.
kind of makes me mad. It's pop. It's pop, people. Oh, it's pop, people. Okay, now I'm sorry, I got us all off track on your pop because I'm so easily distracted.
It's
Clearly.
good. It
Um,
really is good.
okay, I bet it is.
It is.
So let's get back. So you feel like you don't need validation now. And so now I think I want to ask you, and I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask, do you like, are you comfortable with you now? Are you happy with you?
I am quite comfortable with me.
I knew the response to that one. I did. I know you are.
Yeah, I'm quite comfortable with me. I'm comfortable with me. I'm comfortable living alone. I don't think I could live with anybody.
I don't know. You probably could. I
No,
think
I
you
don't.
could. You don't want to. You'll want
No,
to. It's one thing to not want to, but you could. You just don't want to.
I just I just remember you. We were going to Atlanta to go see
Oh
Daddy,
Lord, please don't say something crazy I done said. Mm.
and you said,
Oh Lord.
"I'm going to talk to Daddy about what he said to you about you can't get married again because that's not right."
Girl.
All the other kids that have been divorced and remarried, he didn't say that to them, but he tells you you can't get married again. That's not right, and I'm just going to say something. I said, "Okay,
And I
but
and I probably did say something.
oh, you did."
Youngest.
You
You
did,
can't
and after you got done, he said, "Are you finished?" And I knew that. Oh,
I'm having a talk with I'm gonna have a talk with dad. Talking to dad about something
yeah.
he said to you. I'd be so in other people's lanes. I do not know how to stay in my lane, tend to my business.
You've been that way all your
I
life,
know.
so
I do not
must
know
be
how to
me.
tend to my business.
Yeah.
But I
And he,
don't think it was right that dad said. I stand by that. Because here's what I know. Dad said that to you, and I know you can't, you're done. Dad said that and you're done. He said
yeah.
like, you should not get married again. And that's like, it might as well have been God saying it to you. I mean, truly. And that's what I
Oh.
knew. And I didn't think that was right. I didn't think it was fair. I stand by that.
Well, he brought up the point. He said, "Okay, Millicent, be honest." I said, "Okay." He said, "You married, husband comes home and say, 'Hey, babe, what you got for dinner? What you fix for dinner?'" He said, "What are you gonna say?" He said, "Be honest." I said, "Well, when you cook something, let me know. We'll both eat." And then he said, or he says to you, "Hey, babe, I need some clean clothes. When you gonna wash a load of clothes?" He said, "What are you gonna say then?" And I said, "Well, when you start a load of clothes, let me know, and I'll put mine in with yours."
Okay, now wait. The thing with that is every man isn't like that. Every man, maybe you would have found a man, and maybe you still will, who like likes to cook and does the cooking. Maybe he does his own like you don't know. Every man isn't like dad had this old-fashioned mindset. Of course, he was brought up in a different time, in this mindset that the woman does all the domestic things. The woman has to be, the cook, the cleaner, the everything. The husband comes home from work, like maybe you ain't even home from work yet. Like, so that's not, every household isn't like that because every man doesn't have that expectation. hmm And maybe that's something y'all
True.
talk about before you get married. that's all I'm saying. I'm saying I felt like dad was really unfair to you. And
Yeah, and I really did appreciate you sticking up for me like that. I really did.
Mhm.
Because it's not honestly at that time, I didn't think that I wasn't going to ever get married. I thought I would.
See,
But after daddy as I said, daddy put his foot down, I'm just like, okay,
well,
I'm
I know
done.
it's like, well, dad, dad said. Oh
Mm,
no,
yeah.
dad said. All right, Mill, let's wrap up here. I don't know how long we've been on, but let's wrap up. Are you ready to wrap up?
Sure, it was fun though. I must say I enjoyed it.
I'm glad. I did too. It's funny because I never know. Like I never know what I'm gonna ask. I never know like what's gonna pop in my mind once I hit record. And
Yeah,
you know me, you'll never know what may come out of my mouth.
that's so true.
Yeah, but it was fun. I loved it. Any last like parting comment you want to make?
I enjoyed this. I really did. I didn't think I would. I didn't want to do it. Okay, I am not, I'm one of the people, I'm better off in the background.
And
I
here
don't
I'm
like,
pulling you to the forefront.
yeah, and it's like you're pulling me to the front, and I don't want to be.
Yeah,
Like, I don't want to be in
because I
the
really
front.
wasn't gonna. I asked, but I really wasn't gonna give you a choice.
Oh, I knew you weren't going to give me
Yeah,
a choice, so that's why I decided to go ahead and do it because I knew eventually I was going to have to.
pretty, pretty much.
But honestly,
Glad.
I'm glad.
I'm glad you
I
came, Mel.
I have to admit there are times I want to be so open about everything, and I really can't. I really can't.
Some things, some things we need
You
to take. I
just,
believe in being
yeah,
really open, and I like to be vulnerable. Some things really need to be taken to your
yeah,
grave.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some things need
Oh,
to
for
be
sure.
taken to your
Yeah.
grave,
Yeah.
and
Some things
there
you
are
just gotta
some
take with you.
things that I could say openly, but no, they're going to the grave with me.
Very good. Very
Well,
good.
I'm going to be cremated, so they're going to be cremated with me.
Hmm. I hear you. Same.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it, and I want everybody to realize. I mean, okay, the first part of my life was hard. It's kind of hard,
Hmm.
but God blessed me with three children that I love and adore,
Right.
and He blessed me with sisters and brothers. I I really
Right.
can't answer anymore. I mean, I that's that's my happiness with y'all. God blessed me to have all the sisters and the brothers. And three. Well, I had three.
You have three kids. You did.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
had three, but the one that I did lose, I have 48 good years with him,
Yeah.
and he was a hoot.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Them
He
Maxons.
was.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
We ain't going down this Maxon path. We ain't gonna have me ugly crying up here on the recording. Not happening.
Oh no, we're getting ready to end this. So no, we're not
Uh,
going down the Maxim
no,
path.
we're not going down the Maxon path.
We'll
Yeah.
both be crying and
We'll both be
snotting,
ugly crying. Hmm.
and I don't want to do that because I feel good right now.
Good, good.
I feel really good.
Let me say one final thing as we wrap up. Girl, ma'am, your hair is so stank long. Your hair
Thank
is so
you.
stinking long. And I know I can't even
Mm,
see it, and I know I can't see it all. And I know because I haven't seen you in person since Thanksgiving, right?
right.
Right, since Thanksgiving. Whew, mm-mm. That in a minute, that could have me ugly cry. Dear Lord, I cannot be. Oh Lord, how is it that okay, I can't get down the path of not seeing my sisters. I can't. I can't get down that path. But yeah, your hair looks good. It's so long. It's so pretty.
You.
It's even prettier in person, people. It's so pretty, silver and
Really?
long.
Because I haven't, I have to get it done. I get it done next week.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
know, but
it looks pretty.
oh, thank
It's
you.
pretty. It's
Thank
pretty
you,
silver.
sweetie.
All right, Mill. Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you, Diane,
Mhm.
my little daddy.
I knew it would be good. Thanks, Mill.
You're welcome, baby.